Hello everyone, I'm Coach Harrison. I had the pleasure of coaching the 8th grade boys soccer team this year. And even though our season didn't end exactly how we wanted it to, I'm still very proud of the work that these guys put in throughout this season. They tried their hardest, they always kept a good attitude for times outside of after the games we lost, but that's fine. But even though this season is short, I feel like I really got a good connection with all these guys, and I really am proud of the season that they had. So I got a few guys that I want to recognize for their work this season. First one I got is the Most Improved Award. This athlete came to me after one practice, which all these guys are scared about using their non-dominant foot because it's not good. Like, none of them are very good with their left because most of them kick with their right. I made him kick with his left at practice, and he sent in one of the best crosses I've ever seen. So I made him start using his left foot all the time. And he came to me after practice and was like, "Coach, I don't want to do this." But come to find out, he worked on it and became one of my starters throughout the season. And if he didn't have an ankle injury, he probably would have done a lot more for our team. But my most improved player was Jairo Perez. Next, this award is going to a player that I've gotten to watch develop from last year when he was playing for Coach Lerma. He worked on his soccer skills a lot throughout the year between last season and this season, and it was very evident when we started doing soccer drills. I was really proud of the kid he became. I could always count on him to work hard at practice, and he was just one of the kids I could always count on. Any game, regardless of what he was doing, he was always there playing his position, playing it to the best of his ability. And he's also the only defensive player that scored a goal this season. So my Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Aiden Vasquez. The next award that I have is the Offensive Player of the Season. I'm very grateful for this athlete because he did a lot for me this season in terms of offense, and he never seemed to get tired. This athlete works hard in school and out, and just somehow seems to never stop running. And I know it was already mentioned before, but there was one time he told me at practice that he had to go run 6 or 7 miles after school. So he was going to take it easy during our mile run. But during practice, he didn't take it easy. He just took it easy during the mile, and that's it. But I also remember a specific time during a game, he had already scored 2 goals, and I heard him say on the field, "I have to score 3, it's my mom's birthday." And I was like, "We're not gonna have enough time for that. Like, you already scored 2, you're doing great." He goes and scores a 3rd one. So this year's Offensive Player of the Year is William Scott. No, you can hype him up, it's okay. All right, the next award is the 3D award. It's called this not only because the player stands out, but also because they're one of the hardest workers on the team. I know you've heard it already tonight, but the 3Ds stand for desire, dedication, and determination. And this guy showed all of these characteristics by constantly playing his hardest, whether it was in a game, at practice, or scrimmaging against the girls' team. He would always end games gassed because he had given it his all the entire game, sometimes even running completely across to the other side of the field and playing another position that I told him he didn't have to. But he still did it because he wanted the most for his team to win. And this year's 3D award goes to Josiah Garrett. Next is the Fighting Ram Award. This award goes to players who truly exemplify what it means to be a Bailey Ram athlete. This year we had 2 winners for this award. These 2 guys always had a good attitude regardless of the situation and would constantly work on their skills at practice to try and better themselves and the people around them. They always had a smile on their face and brought joy to the team, whether we were winning or losing, or whether it was super hot at practice. They would both always ask if what they did in practice was good and would be willing to help me with anything I asked of them, and I could not be more thankful for that. They could play with anyone, never had an issue on or off the field, and I'm so thankful to have had the opportunity to coach these guys this year. And the Fighting Ram Award goes to, I said that wrong, the Fighting Ram Award goes to Brett Morris and Ariel Soto. The last award I got is the MVP, and if you don't know, MVP stands for Most Valuable Player. To me, the most valuable player is someone who will do whatever is asked of him and will be a leader for his teammates regardless of the situation they're in. This player filled whatever spot I needed without question and played it to the best of his ability. I would always talk with him about thoughts I was having just to hear his opinions, and it was always a good conversation. I feel like if I didn't have this player this season, it would not have been as nearly as good as it was. Also, I never would have seen someone score straight off a corner kick. Now, getting to join his brother on the plaque, the MVP award for this year's 8th grade boys soccer team goes to Luke Barzak. Real quick, before pictures, I just want to thank all the players and the athletes, and also thank all the parents for bringing gear that was forgotten at home, for bringing meals after being called 20 minutes before we had to leave, and just for being there on those tournament days, whether you brought us snacks, drinks, or whether you were just there to cheer us on. Y'all were great, and you were a huge part of the season as well. But now, you can come take pictures.